Hi friends, I'm Josh Gahn, tool repair and maintenance man here at the Wm.T.Spaeder Company in Erie, Pennsylvania. Last week, me and my buddy Sprinkle and Jay got a chance to look at this new tool out of Norway called Snapdrill. So we got to open them up and look at them and try them out, but today we're going to have a look at them and talk about what they are, what they do, what they don't do, pros, cons, how they're made, and that sort of thing. So, they're tools from Norway and they're in boxes. Thank you. What it is it's basically a drill press. And it would be used on existing pipe to punch holes in the pipe if you had to add something on. So it's basically a tool for drilling holes in existing pipe, like if you had to go into an apartment building or hospital or, I don't know, parking garage, whatever. And if there was sprinkler pipe or even plumbing pipe and you had to put a hole in it to add something on, you would have to use something like the Snapdrill. And we'll talk about how it compares to the tools of the trade as we know them already. So first off, it comes in two cases that hook together into one case. Still kind of fresh for me, sorry. Huh. And this tool is two parts. It has its Metabo battery drill. It's a proprietary drill that's meant to fit this machine. And I know right off the bat, a lot of people are going to complain and say, well, it should be made to use any drill. And that may or may not be true. From my perspective as the tool repairman and what I've seen in my 10 years here, I think it's great that it's a proprietary drill, so it's less likely to disappear from the kit when you're 200 miles from home and you need to put a hole in a piece of pipe right now. So I think that's, it's a balance in everything, folks. But there it is. And it does have a chuck, so if you're 200 miles from home and you need to drill a hole in a piece of wood, you can do it. Has a 1/4 inch impact attachment, so if you need to drive a screw, you can do it. Two Metabo batteries, a charger, and let's see, a little plastic thing that I didn't bother to take the time to see what it is. It might be a belt clip, but I'd have to put my if it's important, we'll get to it. There's also a small breaker bar and a tamper-proof Allen socket. But we're not going to go into how the tool works, how to use it. This is a review. I think it's important to mention, full disclosure, that this is not our tool. They sent it to us to review and send it back. They're not paying us money to review this tool. So if it stinks, we're going to go ahead and tell you that it stinks. We're not bound by some form of payment. This is our honest opinion. And honesty is the best policy, as you well know. So let's just get this little box out of the way here. And we'll open this little boxy poo here. And there's a smattering of hole saws in here. And we'll just take out one of the three tools. Oh, they're well packed. So, this tool is meant to clamp onto a pipe There's 3 of these pieces in the box that I just moved for 3 different ranges of pipe. The breaker bar with the Allen key, that fits here to mount your hole saw. It has a level to see where I'm getting here? Okay. And finally, the drill attaches to this end. And again, people are going to complain, you should be able to use any kind of drill. But what happens here is the drill is positively affixed to the tool. Once I get it in just the right spot. There's a learning curve here for me. Keep in mind, I fixed, so I'm the fix-it guy, not the use-it guy. There we go. Okay, so the drill is positively affixed to this part of the tool. And at least from my opinion, that's a good thing. So if you have to work up on a ladder at your end of your reach, there, if the saw grabs, it's clamped. It's not going to take your arm off. And if you've used a pilot clamp, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll get out a pilot clamp here in a minute, just in case you don't know. So, I mean, there's a balance in everything, folks. So, and maybe in the future, maybe they'll redesign it and upgrade it for version 2, where you can use any drill that you want. It's my understanding that the hole saws in a multitude of sizes, it's my understanding that they're proprietary. I don't work a lot in cutting tools, so I don't know if there's another hole saw with this mounting design that you could use. My understanding is that they're proprietary for this tool. I could see some people complaining about that. That's what it is. They're well built, they're nice. I would also add that this tool is when you hold it in your hands, you can tell that it's a high quality item. It's well designed, it's well built, it's not chintzy, there's a nice snap action to the handles, everything turns freely. And from the tool repairman's perspective, I can see how it's assembled and how I might get right into taking it apart if I had to make repairs to it. I like that these handles snap out of the way, so maybe they're less likely to get smashed off. But if they were, they're just threaded in from the side, so it's not too big a deal. I would use it. So, let's do this. A lot of people that would use this tool would probably have to be up in a scissor lift, have to be up in a man lift of some sort, up a ladder, hopefully not, yeah. So let's weigh this out and see what the tool, we'll get out the biggest, this part, whatever this part's called, the tool, the Snapdrill tool, we'll get the biggest one out of the box. We'll weigh it and a saw and the battery, and we'll weigh it against a pilot clamp and the big behemoth. And we'll see which one you want to take up a ladder. I'd like to add, I misspoke. There are 4 of these tools in the kit that we have here. And at the end, we'll get all 4 of them out. Pilot clamp, sprinkler fitter's best friend. We'll turn on our scale. It's at 0. We're going to measure in pounds. This is 2.8 pounds as it is. If you had to take it up a ladder with a drill, we'll just add this drill. It's 7.8 pounds. Okay, we'll say 8 pounds with a chuck and a hole saw. We're back at 0. Okay. Maybe I can do it even better this time. Okay. Complete tool. Hole saw. Here, we'll put it so you can see right there in the fronty poo. 13.4 pounds. Even a little guy like me. You one hand. And then the industry standard. Oh. 33.6 pounds. Oh. So what's nice about the tool that makes it different from the other industry standards is the power of the battery drill. Not only powers the saw to cut the hole, it runs the automatic feed. It's adjustable here in this second ring. So it's like it's an auto feed, like a drill press, a Bridgeport. You set the auto feed and it feeds. Sprinkle and Jay and I had found out, and we were able to talk to the nice people about coupon retention. And what they had originally done is had a magnet inside of the hole saw, and they found that it kind of made a mess of things. But if you have to retain your coupon or your slug so it doesn't fall down into the works, Sprinkle J and I took a little small, strong magnet and threw it in there, and Sprinkle and J gave her a multitude of tests, and it worked like a charm every time. So, I mean, there's quick and easy way around that. My ultimate takeaway, I think it's a nice tool. I think it's well built. I think it's well designed. Everybody here that's picked it up and looked at it and held it so far has said, yeah, it's nice. It's well made. It's well designed. It's easy to use. I think that a lot of people, their complaints might be that it's expensive, as people like to complain about the cost of tools. If your business is a lot of service work where you have to be up into existing piping constantly, this might be worth your while. It might very well. It's, like I said, it's light, it's small, easy to use. I figured it out. Contact Snapdrill right on the interwebs. We talked to them the other day on the face phone. We looked right at each other. It was pretty cool. And I found them to be very polite and very nice folks. They'd probably be real happy to answer any questions you have. They do have some videos on the YouTubes where they'll show you exactly how this works and how you would use it. So my name's Josh Gahn. Thanks for coming here to the internet with us and looking at this Snapdrill. Please do come back. Subscribing buttons and liking buttons, they're all over. You can use them. We appreciate it. And we hope that you found this useful. Grinding, grinding, grinding. We're always grinding, 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 grinding. Snapdrill.